Okay. Hello. There is a universe in the tip of your finger. Not to say, though, that the universe is centered all around you. Because there is a universe on the outside of your finger, too. Back in the Middle Ages, they threw Galileo in jail because he proved that the Earth was not the center of the universe. And actually, Galileo proving that the Earth is not the center of the universe is like growing up and suddenly realizing that the world doesn't center around you and cater to your every need. I know. Like, realizing that was a huge shock to me, too. And going back to that universe in the tip of your finger. In their own way, everyone and everything is a small universe in itself. One example of a small universe close to home is you. Do you know how many interconnected events happen in your body every millisecond to keep you alive? 6 septillion. That is 27 zeros. And those wonderful golden aspen trees we Coloradans love to photograph in the fall, those are yet another small universe. And aspens are a great example of the phrase, what you see is not always what you get. Because you see, people may think that a grove of aspens contains many different trees, when in truth, the aspens only look separate, but they are all one organism. The trees are all connected by their roots. Actually, one of the largest single organisms on Earth is an aspen grove that happens to be in our very own Crested Butte, Colorado. Okay, so I have always been interested in flight, especially space flight, because that's flying as far as you can possibly go into the final frontier. There is no end to exploration out there. I like to imagine exploring strange new worlds, new life forms, new civilizations, and boldly going where no one has gone before. A few months ago, in August 2013, I went camping with my parents in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We were camping in a small campground 10 minutes away from downtown. And one of the main highlights of that trip for me, besides the wonderful art, of course, was the stars. The view into space from our campsite blew my mind. You could see everything in the Milky Way. Seeing that many stars, and quite a few planets as well, really made me feel, well, small. The universe is really, really big. But that outer universe is as big as the inner universe is small. Like Chief Seattle once said, humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. We are the connections. So, just like the aspen trees. So let's say you have a fight with your friend, and hurtful words and stress and tension from that fight stick in your mind because they just make an impression. And then let's say you go home and maybe you just have a fight with like your spouse or your son or daughter or your parents, whatever situation you're in. And that tension that your mind has had from your fight with your friend, that's stuck in your mind, and now it's also bunching up behind the fight with one of your family members. And then let's say, like, you go to work, and the tension in your mind has backed up from the fight with your friend, the fight with one of your family members, and then let's say you get mad at your boss. And that's normally not a good thing. But all that stress is backed up. And so you and your friend have exchanged hurtful words, and then that small little yelling contest has affected more people than just you and your friend. It's affected your family and then your work. So there are other ways of describing this web of life as well. In India, there's an ancient understanding that we are all connected and part of one whole. This understanding is called Indra's net. Indra's net is considered the energy that connects everything on the outer universe, much like our neurons connect everything in our body, the inner universe. Because there is a universe in the tip of your finger and a universe on the outside of your finger too. Thank you.
Great job.